two crypto investors, John Waltz, known as the Crypto King of Kentucky, and his accomplice, William Duplessis, are charged and accused of torturing a man for 17 days in a bid to try to steal his Bitcoin password. Prosecutors claim that this 28-year-old Italian man was held captive inside of a Soho townhouse that, by the way, is renting for $75,000 a month. For 17 days, prosecutors detail just a shocking level of torture. They claim that this man was urinated on, electrocuted with electric wires, forced to smoke crack cocaine, had his leg cut with a saw, and at one point was hung over a ledge inside the townhouse. The man was able to escape running in broad daylight, bloodied and with no shoes, in the street, running into a traffic cop, and then the rest is history. Now, the man says that he was able to escape only after he told his captors that he was willing to give his Bitcoin password. When they turned their back to retrieve the laptop, he made a run for it.
How could he make a run for it when they cut his leg with a saw? This doesn't make any sense. I made a video where I talk about Bitcoin, the claim that Bitcoin is used by criminals and for criminals. And I said in that video that whenever something happened in the crypto world or any bad news, they will amplify it and they will turn it into this big fucking news that will ruin the reputation and ruin the image of the crypto industry, of Bitcoin in particular. They are talking about Bitcoin here. Now, I would say that the crypto industry has a lot of shitty stuff for sure. And I differentiate between Bitcoin and crypto. But here they are talking about Bitcoin. They're trying to, show that owning Bitcoin is dangerous and you will get kidnapped and you will get tortured by these criminals so they can get your Bitcoin. Now, of course, this is overblown. Crime happens. And it happens a lot more in the fiat world compared to the Bitcoin world. You can be kidnapped and tortured for fiat money, for dollars. You can be killed for anything involved with fiat criminality. But you will not, like in most cases, you will not be in any dangerous situation because you own Bitcoin. Now, if you flaunt your wealth, online and you say that you have millions of dollars in Bitcoin, well, if you do actually have millions of dollars of Bitcoin and you live in some shithole like Paris, then you maybe should hire security. Because some of these news are true, okay? This one, to be honest, I don't believe. I didn't look into it. I don't have time to look into this bullshit, but I don't believe it, okay? But this kind of stuff does happen sometimes. The co-founder of Ledger, the hard wallet, was kidnapped with his wife, and he was also kind of tortured, not as severely as this guy, as they claim this guy was tortured, but he was kidnapped in Paris, and his kidnappers, they asked for a ransom so they can get him, and also some crypto millionaire or whatever got kidnapped in Bali or something. I'm not saying these kind of crimes do not happen, but they are very rare, okay? They are rare, and it will happen to you if you are filthy rich or if you flaunt your wealth online. But most of the people who own Bitcoin are like regular people. They don't have a lot of money in Bitcoin. They just save some money in Bitcoin that will compound over the years. And again, if you live in some shithole, be careful. Do not flaunt your wealth. Do not get too cocky, okay? But just remember that these kind of news are made so that the media wants to tarnish the reputation of Bitcoin. They don't want you to own Bitcoin. They don't want you to own the greatest asset of the 21st century, because Bitcoin is a threat to the financial system. It is a threat to the dollar, okay? If Bitcoin is widespread and more people use it and buy it, and maybe when it matures, they will start using it for buying everything, then the dollar is at risk, okay? So that's why the media tries to tarnish the reputation of Bitcoin. Don't get scared by these funny, spooky videos about being tortured and your leg getting cut in half with a saw and then you run to escape, which is hilarious. But the point is, these kind of news are overblown. Bitcoin is the greatest asset. Bitcoin is good money. Of course, guard it, put it put it in cold storage. Don't don't memorize your seed phrases. You have to have. I mean, there are all kinds of solutions on how to protect your coins that I'm not gonna get into in this video. But the main point is that this stuff is overblown and shouldn't get you. You shouldn't get scared from listening to this kind of stuff, and it's only made to tarnish the reputation of Bitcoin. So that's all I have to say in this video. Let me guys know what you think in the comments below. I will probably do some videos on Bitcoin safety in the future. So remember to subscribe to my channel and see you in the next one. Take care.